objective of India. Dominant status. A nominated Indian body would be formed after the war to frame the constitution. Nominated Indian body would be formed after the war to frame. The terms of August offer 1940. The August offer proposed that the representative Indian body would be constituted after the war to draft the constitution for India. The August offer explicitly stated that dominant status. August offer. Dominant status was not objective of a nominated Indian body could be formed after the war to frame the constitution. August offer proposed that the representative Indian body would be constituted after the war to draft the constitutions. The August offer explicitly stated that dominant status was indeed the objective for India. Significant point of the proposal include provision for the increasing Indian representation in the Viceroy Executive Councils. Viceroy Executive Council. The offer included the establishment of an advisory war council to involve more Indians in governance during the war. More Indians. ବହୁତ ଦେଇଦେଇଥିବ କଣ ଥିଲା କହିଲୁ Indians in governance during the war. Correct as August offer included provision for increasing Indian representation in Viceroy Executive Councils. The August offer explicitly stated that a dominant status was indeed the objective for India. Offer include provision for increasing the Indian representation in the Viceroy Executive Councils. The offer included the establishment of advisory war council to involve more Indians in governance during the war. Hagian National Congress rejected the August offer 1940, primarily because it did not meet their demand for complete independence. The Hagian National Congress rejected the August offer. August offer 1940 primarily because it did not meet their demand. Because it did not meet their demand. Because it did not meet their demand for complete independence. Demand for complete independence. It did not meet the independence. Impeachment of Indian president in the parliament. The impeachment of the Indian president in the quasi-judicial process. The impeachment of the Indian president of the parliament is quasi-judicial. Element of both judicial and legislative process. According to Article 61 of the Indian Constitution, president can be impeached for a violation of the Constitution. Member of the Parliament act somewhat like judges during this process as they deliberate and decide on the charges against the president. Member of Parliament act somewhat like judges during the process on the charges against the president. Member of Parliament of somewhat like judges during the process. They deliberate and decide on the charges against the president. According to the history of the Indian Constitution, member of the Parliament some but like judges during this process. Article statements are not correct. Statement 2 correct. 377 gives power to Parliament to make provision with respect to election to legislature. Respect of to election to legislature. And Election Commission Amendment Act 1990 made Election Commission multi-member body. 60 out of 89 commission were appointed. First time to additional commissioner 8089, but they did not have very short tenure till 1st January 1990. After 1st October 1993, two additional election commissions were appointed. The concept of multi-member commission. Since then, Election Commission Amendment Act 1889 made the Election Commission a multi-member body. Hmm. Statement 1 is correct. क्वेश्चन बहु बच्चन मत कम बच्चन the in respect of union list of seven schedule of the Indian Constitution. In a list of seven schedule. The list signifies cooperative federalism. The Supreme Court has no jurisdiction over the matters in union list. No jurisdiction over the matters in union list. The list, the list signifies cooperative federalism. Seven schedule. Supreme Court has no jurisdiction. Hmm. Hmm. D to 4. But because union list actually signifies strong central government rather than cooperative federalism. As it grants significant legislative powers to the Union Parliament over matters national importance. Further, these subjects are more in number when compared to the state list. Supreme Court has jurisdiction over all constitutional matters, including those related to the Union list, can interpret laws made by Parliament on this subject. Union list currently contains 100 subjects, having been expanded from the original 97 through 47 Constitutional Amendment. 1976. There are 15 subjects in the Union list on which Parliament has exclusive power by levy tax. 15 subjects. There are 15 subjects in the Union list has exclusive power to levy tax. Non-constitutional bodies. More number when compared to state list. Supreme Court has jurisdiction over all constitutional matters, including those related to Union list and interpret laws made by Parliament. Correct. Union list currently contains 100 subjects. Original 1976. Original 15 subject Union list. Parliament can has exclusive powers. Non-constitutional bodies. Non-constitutional bodies. Actually, non-constitutional bodies. Non-constitutional bodies. National tribunals, constitutionals. Law Commission No. Competition Commission, no. National Commission of Scheduled Tribe, constitutional. Comptroller General, constitutional. Competition Commission is a statutory body, 2002. And National Investigation Agency, Commission, NI Act 2008 established. Investigation Agency NIA is a statutory body in NIA and a non-constitutional body. Law Commission, constitutional. Which four articles of Indian Constitution among given articles were added to 42nd. 42nd amendment. Article 39A, Article 43A, Article 39A, equal justice, Article 43A, OAJ, and Article 144A added to the Indian Constitution by the 42nd Amendment. 39A directed the state to provide free legal aid and ensure that opportunity for securing justice are not denied to any citizens by reason of economic and other disabilities. Article 43 deals with the participation of workers in the management. Article 43 deals with the participation of workers in the management industry. 48A mandate the state to protect and improve environment and safeguard forest and wildlife. Article 144A article introduces a provision related to binding nature of a decision of Supreme Court on all authorities. Introduce provision related to binding nature of decision of Supreme Court on all authorities. 47 Constitutional Amendment Act. All authorities. 42nd Amendment. Supreme Court decision, no? Binding nature of decision of Supreme Court on all authorities. All government authorities.